Welcome to the festive return of Bedtime Stories with Julio Greaser. I'm Julio Greaser, and today's tale is one for the holiday season. It's a Christmas carol. So, in 1800 and some odd years, lived a man named Ebenezer Scrooge. And really, what kind of name is Ebenezer? Like, to be freaking honest, I mean, even back in the day, Ebenezer's a weird-ass fucking name. Don't you gotta agree with me? I mean, Ebenezer, it's like Eba Sneezer, if you know what I'm saying. Fucking mucus flying everywhere. But I digress. Ebenezer Scrooge was a wealthy man. He ran his business like anyone else. And one of his workers wished him a happy holiday. However, he was like, bah humbug, because I'm an old British fart and I don't care what the holiday season has to go in store for me. And he went on his way. However, that night he was visited by the ghost of one of his former employees. And that employee spooked the crap out of him, because, I mean, if you saw a fucking ghost, I think you'd kind of be scared, too. I mean, fucking oogity boogity up in here, you'd call the Ghostbusters, you know what I'm saying? I digress again. He gets visited, and his old business associate says, "You are going to be visited by 3 spirits tonight." And Ebenezer brushed it off, saying, "Oh, you know, it's just a wacky dream." However, as the clock struck the next hour, the ghost of Christmas past made himself present, and he said to himself that you, Ebenezer, have been a bad man, and we are going to go look at your past self and see what went wrong to make you such a Scrooge. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That's where the term Scrooge come from, you dumb fucks. So as we travel back in the past of young Ebenezer, we see that he wasn't always this bitter towards Christmas. As a young lad, he enjoyed Christmas. He enjoyed the festivities. Even as a youngin', not that youngin', I mean like a middle-aged man, he had romance in his life. Yes, he had a lovely fair lady by his side. However, his lust for gold and money was just too much for the love that they had. So the bitch done left, and I think that was a stupid mistake on her part, because this motherfucker turned out to be a millionaire. What kind of fucking mistake is she gonna make? She just married she got married to a dude that made millions. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, all you bitches want is money, right? I mean, I digress. Oof, it's getting a little festive in here. So, as the clock strikes the next hour, the ghost of Christmas presents themselves, and this ghost shows him the house of one of his employees, and he sees that this family is not that affluent as himself. They're very, very middle class, and they can barely afford a Christmas duck. And, you know, back in British times, it was a Christmas goose that was really affluent, so a duck was kind of mediocre at best. And he sees Tiny Tim, the son of his employee, who's very, very ill. And he's just like, oh, I feel sorry for them. You know, he felt bad for his past self of giving up love, and he feels bad for this family right now. And then the ghost of Christmas present takes him to another home of just orphans, homeless orphans. And these motherfuckers are so grungy, so worn out, so petrified. This motherfucker is just, you know, he's up in a ball. He's scared for his life because homeless people frighten him. That's what happens when you don't have money. That's when workers don't get paid to their fullest, if you know what I'm saying, Ebenezer. So as the Christmas present digresses back into his spiritual realm, the ghost of Christmas yet to come appears, and he is frightening. He is death himself, death incarnate. And he shows him a tale of a man who was wealthy, but no one cared about him. You see looters looting his house, and no one cares about them because while they're pawning it, they're just like, oh, I can't take stuff that's stolen. But no one cares about this guy. No one even remembers his name. No one felt sorry for him. And as death takes Ebenezer, who is petrified at the things that he's seen this night, into a graveyard. He points him to the grave of none other than himself. And this motherfucker is looking at his own tombstone, and bitch be tripping. He's like, no, why does no one care about me? I make so much money. I'm rich. I'm Ebenezer Scrooge. And Death is just like, blah, no one cares about you. I'm Death, and I'm also Batman. Blah. And Scrooge was just like, no, can I change? I need to change. I know I need to change. People need to care about me. The only reason he said that is because he didn't want to die alone and miserable, you know. He didn't mean any of the words he said. But, it's a tale. So, I mean, stories are made up and stuff. So, as Ebenezer wakes up, he believes all that he saw was a dream. However, he felt that this dream was such meaningful that he decided to change his life, knowing that if he didn't change his path, he would have Tiny Tim's blood on his hands, as well as the homeless people that he could help with charity. However, he is such a Scrooge that he doesn't care about them. So what he does is he goes to his employee's house and he fries up this biggest fucking goose that you've ever seen in your entire life. He's fucking having people carry it in. He's just like, yeah, you guys about to get turned up. Tonight you're gonna be, cured from all your famine. And Tiny Tim, I'll pay for your medical bills, even though it's only the 1800s and medicine isn't that popular. So you're probably still gonna die anyway because, back in the day we didn't really have that much, hygiene. Just saying, well, funky back in the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tale of Christmas, A Christmas Carol. Yes, the festivities of Season 2 of Julio Greaser does some bedtime stories for you has returned, and this festive tale tells you all to live in the moment and make sure that you think about what you're going to do and how it affects everyone else. Or else you have fucking ghosts coming in your house at night, spooking the shit out of you. You have to call fucking Ghostbusters, or else you'll be on Paranormal Activity like 16, all those Paranormal Activity movies. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and like Scrooge, God bless us everyone. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and sleep well.